Welcome, Scorpio, to your next 72. This is SGL Spiritual Guide and Light. This is a new channel, so welcome. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and the growth of this channel. Thank you. So let's go ahead and get started. What I was channeling for you, Scorpio, was switching it. It's like, um, it's not that you don't want to be nice or someone doesn't want to be nice anymore. Someone's realizing that they keep putting their energy in the wrong people, and there's this sense of you needing to put that energy in yourself. Okay, we have the musician. You may be feeling like an outcast. It's not like an outcast. It's just more so, it's like you know what you want, and it's like you're done being nice. Deja vu. Thank you. And it all has to do with love. The love you give is what you want to receive. But there's this way that the only way you receive is if you conform to everyone else's control or expectations or what's best for you. All right. It's like this boundary, a boundary of not being burdened or not taking the responsibilities of everyone else's problems. There's a change, and this change could be uncomfortable of trying to really navigate on how to operate as a musician in the next 72. It's like you're tired of being charitable. It's kind of like you're looking. You're no longer hoping of when it's going to happen. It's like you could be at a standstill, right? In your position, in control. There's a need to be in control. And there's no illusion. It's like you're not crazy here. You have a lot to offer. You may be traditional as well. You may be slow moving when it comes to things. You see things differently. Okay. It's like you need to tell people how to love you, how to treat you. And I think that you do, but there's just some sense of the message is just not getting through. It's like it's this contradicting of, okay, so you want me to do this, but you can't comprehend what I want from you. The reason why it's not being comprehended is because whoever needs to comprehend and respect your boundaries and deliver your boundaries, they feel like you're in control. There's a control issue. All right. There is a control issue going on in the next 72. Hopeful. We have hopeful, irritated, moved in reverse, lively here, intrude. What is this? Satisfied, being content. We have resentment in reverse. These are emotions, thoughts, and actions. Is this in reverse? No, it wasn't in reverse. Hopeful, irritated, lively, intrude. Someone's interested. Someone wants to be a part of something, whether that's you. It's like what it is you're interested in. You're realizing that no one's interested in the way, well, how you want to go about the things. You're not bitter, but someone is bitter. With this move, it's really standing out to me. It's really standing out, Scorpio. I don't know, arresting. Yeah, okay, so there is this conflict with And I can relate to this energy. I feel like it's a collective energy, Scorpio. And Scorpio, you're a water sign and it deals with emotions. It's like you're being moved by your own emotions, and you know that this emotion is not burdensome. It's kind of like, how do you navigate out of this certain type of emotion that overall, there's peace, um, there's joy, there's balance, there's harmony, but there's this sense of resting assured that everything's going to work out okay. Also, this move is giving me more so a type of truth, of overgiving, making yourself accessible. You may just not feel like, you just may not feel like doing anything. And it's like, rest assured that, you're in a good headspace, but people don't see that, hoping that they do. Satisfied, yeah, you're satisfied, but this irritated of not, I'm assuming it has to do with the communication of boundaries. All right. The strength was in the reverse, so there may be a sense of just, you're over it. You're over it. Like, you see, right? And practice makes perfect. And this could be dealing with the Capricorn, right? Or you may be getting news that someone moved or someone's getting ready to move. That could be the transition. There's something a needing to be persistent, but this persistence may come off as addictive, and that could be you resting at this time. And there could be a form of jealousy because you're able to rest. All right, let's see what you need to acknowledge or speak up about. And it's kind of like, you may be feeling like you're not manifesting, or you're not attractive, or you're not attracting what it is that you're trying, the desires of your heart. It still feels like manifesting. And it's kind of like, I feel like once you're able to resolve your own personal endeavor, um, let's see what you need to acknowledge or speak up about in the next 72. We have stop obsessing, and it's in reverse of what you may think people are thinking in the next 72. Or stop obsessing with an idea, something, I don't know if it's as pertaining to you just moving on and kind of like just saying, I'm over it. And you kind of just you direct that Six of Pentacle energies within yourself, giving back to yourself, being generous to yourself. Let's see. Hope surrounds this situation. There could be questioning of self, of, am I making the best choice for myself? Is this the right decision to just focus on myself right now? Or do I need to conform? Having the courage to stand alone And that could be exhausting. And that's why you may be in the Four of Swords energy, more resting than working. But technically, you are working, especially if you are a medium of some sort. All right, let's see what other messages come out for Scorpio. It says observer. There's two sides of the spectrums for the next 72. It's either you're observing yourself of what you know that you need to work on, and there's a sense of no longer obsessing, but what it is that you know you have to do, so that you can move on or move forward. It's not really giving me a release of burdens. It's giving me more of you doing what you want to do, because you've already experienced the alone stage of feeling outcast, however that resonates with you. You already know how it feels to keep giving and keep sharing and being generous and not receiving it. It's like you give 210% and you only get 10% back. It's like you tithe into people, and that feels very charitable. You may be feeling like people are watching you, not in the sense of judgment, but in the sense of, if you see that I'm going through something, or if you see that I am in my peace, my space, mind your business. And it's kind of like there's just peaks of 1 minute, there's this nosy energy, and then the next minute it's just silence. And that could be nerve-wracking, of putting yourself in a position to where you may be feeling like someone's controlling, or they're handling strings behind the scenes, like something's being orchestrated. Yeah. You have control of your thoughts. It's like the joke can't be on you. It's like you're 10 steps ahead of people, or this is how you feel. And it's kind of like maybe your reality, it's like it's spiritual, right? You're tapped into the spiritual, and whomever you may be feeling, I don't want to say at war with, those who you care about, you have your kindred soul upon them, right? Those are the ones that you already know the outcome of being disappointed, right? You always keep giving them the benefit of the doubt, basically feeding them your energy and you being sucked dry. In the next 72 hours, there's this sense of boldness within this king of, it's as if you are being put into a position to be made fun of, or to be proven wrong, for you to only turn the situation around. You have strong courage, Scorpio. We have the Hermit. Yeah. You're tapped into the spiritual realm, Scorpio. You're tapped into the spiritual realm of the actions of how people feel about you, are their motives around you. Also, just as an FYI, if there's an individual that you're aware of that had obsessive actions, they have made the decision to stop. I don't know who was that. Was it Libra? No, I think it was Taurus. Alright. Let's see what other messages come out for you. So far we have Virgo. Alright. I was reflecting on Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Taurus and Capricorn. People understand you, Scorpio. It's just they're people that you haven't come in contact with. It's your soul tribe, okay? And that could be burdensome because I'm getting that you want to be social. For those of you Scorpios who are introverts, but you were trained to be an introvert due to past traumas and burdens. It's like you had to learn to become comfortable in your alone space. And I truly believe that that's how you were tapped into your spiritual communication. It says you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. All right, Scorpio, that is your confirmation for the next 72. I'm hearing whatever thy will be done. As it is in heaven, for it will be on earth. All right, let's look at shadow energy. It says the Chariot. Okay. Whether this is past or present, all right. It's like something presents itself where you are going to, persuasion presents itself, okay? If it's past, it's kind of like when persuasion presents itself again, it's like you know how to deal with those type of situations now. Now, if it's dealing with present, it's more so standing on your boundaries, okay? You don't have to react. Hold your position. Because someone is studying you. Okay? Someone is paying attention to you're changing rapidly. And that could feel overwhelming, Scorpio. Okay? I truly feel like that's a collective energy. I myself, I am going through a spiritual awakening as well as a transition. Let's look at masculine energy. All right, masculine energy for Scorpio for the next 72. You know what? You're someone's guardian. If you are acting as an introvert right now and you're at a standstill and you're in your space of peace, right? But you're tapped in, there is a sense of it left. There's a sense of responsibility of having your guard up as well. You're not letting anyone in. Because technically it's like in the past here. Something about this past. Masculine energy is judgment. Something about the past. It's like severe trauma that caused you as an adult to become an introvert because you were protecting you or your loved ones if you have children. You've learned to observe, and that could be something that could be a challenge in the next 72. It's kind of like, why do I keep thinking of this? Or why is it that I can't stop a certain action that I keep repeating? Either there is, but rebel energy of stopping obsessing is in reverse. It's suggesting that you no longer have to have your guard up because you are protected by your guardian. It says you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Mind you, in foolishness, we have Virgo, the Hermit, right? Being divinely guided and being in tune with Source. And with the King of Swords, this is foolish energy of you not allowing anyone to manipulate you. For the most part, you're not even manipulating yourself. It's like you're present. With this is an incision. Oh goodness, I can't talk. This is beyond an awakening, a spiritual awakening. This is more so ascending and just literally saying to Source, like, I would not have made it this far without trusting you, guardian. And there's this sense of persuasion where it's like this mocking. It's like an operation behind the scenes to make you test God, Source, all that is, universe. Well, let's create this chaos, right? This is shadow energy here with the Chariot. It's like this could be an individual. It doesn't necessarily have to be one person. This is like people not showing up for you, but showing up for themselves. Leaving you stranded. No support here. All right, let's look at feminine energy. The Two of Swords, masculine energy. It's orchestration to prevent you from receiving more downloads, or to prevent you in the next 72 something of some type of persuasion to make you question protection, to make you question your strength. It suggested, Scorpio, that you really start becoming one with the Hermit. It's kind of like someone's trying to make a fool out of you. And the only reason it may feel like you're not in control is because you're submissive to the situation. You have more control than you are not wanting to see. It's because the love is blinding you. It's because you know who you are as well. We have the High Priestess and feminine energy. I'm also getting that whoever was obsessing, it could be the way you do things or just you in general, they stopped. They stopped observing you. Because now they do believe that, yes, you are a guardian, or your guardians are protecting you. This goddess is called Artemis, Artemis. This goddess might deal with love as well, because when I see bow and arrows, it makes me think of Cupid's arrow. And what I've come to realize is that if you're hit by Cupid's arrow, pain is going to exist in this relationship, especially when you remove that arrow. And it's kind of like whoever had their eyes on you, you were guarded, you were being protected. Shadow energy. It's like someone wanted to show up to persuade you, as well as control with the King of Swords, a very talented manipulator. They can also be in tune with spiritual practice as well, with the Hermit. Masculine energy is the Judgment. Is that what you released? I'm getting you released, or someone released the tool of judgment. It's like someone saying, no, I don't want that gift. I don't want to be able to see. I don't want to read people. I want to be normal again. And it's being orchestrated for you to not step into the next level. Your reading is really spiritual. Yeah, look at even with the feminine energy with the priestess, then you have the Ace of Emotions. You've mastered your emotions. You know you know that it's like you've learned yourself, or you're still learning yourself. But one thing that you've learned is when energy is yours and when it's not. All right, let's see what other messages. Scorpio. Next 72, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. There's also a decision of if you have an ex, you're being pulled, and it's kind of like you may be having thoughts, but then there's this other pull of saying, I want something new here, because it says you deserve love. And then when I split the deck, I saw unrequited love. You're switching up for yourself. It's like, but this switch up is like you're not being nice anymore. It's like there's this, with this judgment here, masculine energy. It's like, nope, I don't want to be nice no more. Here, I'm sacrificing me being nice because you weren't receiving it back in return. This is what you were receiving. The Two of Swords. Too many questions with that Two of Swords. No longer being submissive to people who don't deserve your love. You're learning what love is. You're learning that love is not a feeling. It's an action. Love is the umbrella. And what's under that umbrella is kindness, gentleness, caring, generosity, wealth. We have business card. Yeah, you're switching up. We are our own walking business cards. It's giving you mean business now. Like, people may be saying that, oh, Scorpio, I think Scorpio sold their soul. No, you're just not nice anymore. You're nice to yourself. If you have children, you're nice to your dependents, but you are no longer being nice to those. It's like new contracts here. It's like you're giving everyone a new clean slate and offering up sacrifice in the sense of judgment, saying, you know what, I'm done judging. And this contract comes with you not being nice anymore. And these new contracts consist of boundaries. Nine of Wands entries. Nine of Wands in energy. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Let's see what's going on behind the scenes, Scorpio. I'm also getting that when you're in motion, like doing something or whatever, right? It's like you're not overthinking, but you keep having these aha moments like, okay, this makes sense. This is why this happened. And it's pertaining to people. With this business card, some of you Scorpios are getting ready to boss up in the next 72 in regards to things that you could have been hard on yourself and thinking that you were procrastinating, and it wasn't that. You needed to rest so that you could boss up. And it was hard. You may still feel like you haven't got enough rest because you were overthinking. So you stopped obsessing about the thought of what it is you had to do or get done or what was going to arise. It's kind of like preparing ahead of time, but it's all mental. And now it's getting ready to, action is getting ready to take place. Let's look at what's going on behind the scenes. That's the transition. Not being nice and no longer being submissive. Like, really, the choice is no longer being submissive, of allowing people to continue to prove you right pertaining to the outcome of how they treat you. It's kind of like in the beginning, if you can really think back when you really started to be charitable when it came to your time and your energy, or just plain out just being generous, with the Six of Pentacles energy, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's more so like it wasn't the benefit of the doubt. It was the learning lesson, like, dang, it hurt really, really bad. And then it's like, okay, it happens again. It's like, no, I forgive you. So after the third time it happens, this is with people, okay? Now it's more so, now it becomes an assignment, like, okay, source, I have to make the right choice. And you did. Your feminine energy with the priestess and the ace of emotions. You were leveling up without even knowing, and training within your own spiritual work as a light worker or as a guardian here on earth. Despite of the outcome of you being drained, I know it sounds so selfishly, and it does hurt to hear it that way. That's why you're no longer being nice, because you've trained for this. I'm trying to get to the point of what I'm trying to say. It's like happening now. Yeah. It's like you're not going to feel this certain type of, it's giving me the Three of Swords. It's like you have a new heart. This not being nice thing It's like you're being given a new heart. There is no more scars. There is no more wounds. No one can penetrate your heart. Happening now. Whether this is whoever this is that's been obsessing, it's happening right now. It stopped. Whoever is trying to persuade you, it stopped. It's happening now. If you need help, it's okay. You can. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support of others. I'm hearing some of you are like, I don't have no friends. You have your spirit guides. You have source. What else is happening behind the scenes? It's like someone is saying, I know what to do, but I don't know what to do. With this business card pertaining to your money and your money bag, it says jealous family member. Okay, let's get one more. And glad. At the bottom, you can have whatever you want. And at the top, we have mourning in reverse. With that mourning in reverse, it's like, don't get out of the past. This jealous family member and this happening now, this is what's going on behind the scenes. Now this glad, it's kind of like maybe you're having your moment of relief, like, whew, I'm so happy that, people are not going to put me in the Two of Swords. Put me like in this position where you have to make a choice. Let's shed some light on your reading. I'm also hearing, aren't you glad that you stood still? Aren't you glad that you got that rest? Aren't you glad that you trusted your intuition? Aren't you glad that you paid attention? Doesn't it feel better, like the lighter of the load, to really stand on your boundaries? Emperor energy, which is masculine energy as well. Shedding light on your reading. Share your voice. Come out of your cave. Especially for those of you Scorpios who you weren't born as an introvert. There's traumas, like severe traumas that happened in your past where you trained yourself to isolate yourself. You created a safe space. It's asking for you to come out of your cave. Okay. Help others. Be a light. For some of you, that's what you're bossing up in the next 72. You're gathering up your energy to prepare to be this walking business card. You're about your business, and you can't be nice because they'll devour you and eat you whole. This, Look at that, boundaries. Where do you need to establish your boundaries? I'm being priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? All right, let's go ahead and pull the affirmation. You've never dimmed your light. That's the thing. You don't have your communication skills don't lack here. It's just you're fed up, not with anger. It comes with love, though. And it's like, I can't allow anyone else to come in. So this switch up has to do with you choosing you and your family, meaning your household. All right. It says, I wake up today with strength in my heart and clarity in my mind. All right, Scorpio, that is your next 72. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, And that is you and I.